Welcome, my friend. Thanks so much for joining me on the mat for this yin yoga practice to create space. We'll be focusing on melting away tension and creating space in our upper body. This is also the space of our heart chakra, where your body and spirit unite. It is the bridge between our spiritual body and our physical body, also the center of love. So this is a wonderful area to focus our attention on in creating space and opening for our entire well-being. In an effort of you creating the space you need, I'll be giving you the space to make this practice, this experience, exactly what you need by providing minimal guidance in what to experience in the poses. Have 2 yoga blocks handy. If you don't have yoga blocks, a firm pillow or 2 will work in one of our poses, and then in the other, 2 stacks of firm books will be good. If you don't have any yoga props, that is okay too. Hop into something comfy, and I'll meet you seated on the mat. Let's move right into our first yin posture, supported fish pose. Grab your blocks and place one vertical for between your shoulder blades and the other horizontal for your head to rest on, so it'll make a T-like shape. If you don't have yoga blocks, you can place a firm pillow or 2 behind you to rest your upper body on. And then slowly lower yourself down to your props. Whether you are using blocks, pillows, or bolsters, feel out whatever's right in your body today, making any adjustments needed. You may wish to relax your legs out long, or if you'd like to invite your hips to open, you can bring your soles to kiss and knees fall open wide. We have a few more options to make this our own. You can lower the block under your head to the lowest setting to open up through the space of your throat. If you wish to invite an opening across your chest and into your shoulders, you can cactus your arms and slowly slide them along the ground towards your head until you feel that first edge of a stretch to settle into. We'll be holding this for about 3 minutes. Begin to deepen your breath. To come out of this pose, if your arms were overhead, bring your forearms to the mat beside you and press down to lift yourself up. Remove the props, and we'll make our way to hands and knees. Coming into wide knees child's pose, so make your way towards the back of the mat. Bring big toes to kiss and knees open as wide as what is comfortable for your body. We'll be using your yoga blocks once more, or the 2 stacks of firm books. If you don't have any props, you can simply take your arms fully extended in child's pose. If you have those props, while in child's pose, instead of extending our arms long, we'll bend at the elbows and rest them to the blocks for a deeper opening in our chest and shoulders. So place your blocks on the lowest setting for your forearms to rest to. Then melt your torso through center, placing forearms to the block, and then your forehead kisses the mat. Keep space between your shoulders and your ears, so adjust the blocks as needed. If your body desires to deepen the stretch, you can take your blocks to the next height. Take whichever variation helps to create loving space and openness in your heart center. Allow all areas of your body to soften and melt into the pose. We'll be here for about 4 minutes, creating space in our deep connective tissue. Deepen your breath. Begin to press down in your forearms to gently lift your upper body. Walk your palms back. Set your props off to the side. Bring your knees in to hip width apart and make your way to hands and knees. Inhale, lower your belly and lift your gaze for cow pose. Shoulder heads draw back, opening your chest. And exhale, wave your spine through, arching your back for cat pose. And let's inhale, lower your belly once more into cow, letting your heart shine. And return to neutral. Ensure your knees are aligned underneath your hip points. We're taking melting heart pose next, also known as puppy pose. So keep your lower body just as it is and begin to walk your palms forward, coming down to your forearms and then resting your forehead to the mat. Letting your heart melt through center. Really allow your belly to dip, finding a nice curve of your spine. If you notice any pain in the low back, that is a sign you've gone too far. But if you'd like to deepen the opening, you can place your yoga blocks or the 2 stacks of books underneath your elbows. And once you have that, you'll bring your palms together and then reach them back. Find your first edge in this pose. We'll be holding this for a little over 3 minutes. Deepen your breath. Press down on your forearms and your palms to slide yourself through, lowering your hips to the mat, taking Sphinx Pose for just a moment. We'll be taking a lying chest opener next. So cactus your right arm out to the side, keeping your elbow in line with your shoulder. Once you have that, begin to roll onto your right hip, stacking your hips. You can bend your knees to support your body holding this pose. Your left hand can help prop yourself up, staying broad and open across your chest. If you'd like a more intense stretch, you can either take your top foot to step behind you, straightening your bottom leg, or you may want to bring your left hand up and back to your low back. We'll be holding this for about 3 minutes. Deepen your breath. With loving kindness, slowly begin to unwind and lower yourself to the mat. We will take Sphinx Pose next before taking it to the second side. So bring your forearms to the mat, elbows underneath your shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide. As you press and lift up through your heart, lift your chin and lift your chest, shining that beautiful heart forward. While you do this, draw your shoulders back. And if you'd like to deepen the stretch, you can draw your elbows back closer towards your body. But if you feel any pain in your low back, you can slide your elbows forward a few inches to soften the pose, just right to meet your body right where it's at. We'll be here for about 3 minutes. Deepen your breath. And on your exhale, soften forward, and let's take that lying chest opener to the second side. Cactusing your left arm out to the side, keeping your elbow in line with your shoulder. Once you have that, begin to roll over onto your left side. One hip stacks on top of the other. You can bend your knees to support your body holding this pose. Now your right and left side may be a little different. For me, this side is a little bit tighter than on the other side. So try not to automatically do what you did on the first side, but rather tune into your body and listen to it. Listen to what it needs to help create that space on this side, opening yourself up. So your different options, your right hand can prop yourself up to stay broad and open across your chest. To intensify the stretch, you can either take your top foot behind you, straightening your bottom leg, or you may want to bring your left hand to the space of your low back. We'll be here for 3 minutes. Deepen your breath. With loving kindness, slowly begin to unwind and lower yourself to the mat. Slide your palms underneath your shoulders so you can press yourself up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes and then lift your hips to down dog. In our down dog today, keep a slight bend in both your knees and just focus your attention on letting your heart melt through center with each exhalation you take. Your sternum yearns towards the mat. There'll be a slow, subtle wave of your spine with each exhale you take. Lower your knees to the mat and gently make your way to lying on your back. Once you're lying, go ahead and bring the soles of feet to the mat. Cactus your arms out to the side. Press soles of feet into the mat to lift your hips and set them a few inches over to the right, preparing for our twist. Lift your shins so they're parallel with the sky, and on your next exhale, slowly lower your knees to the left side. Once you're lowered, you can hold it right here. But if your body would like you to take it deeper, you can take your left hand to your knee to gently weigh it down. Then extend your right fingertips out long, creating as much space as you can between your hip and your shoulder. Let your gaze follow your right fingertips. Bring your arms back to cactus and lift up to center. Soles of feet to the mat. Lift your hips to center and then over to the left a few inches. Shins rise parallel to the sky before you exhale to lower them to the right side. Once lowered, find what feels good in your body. You can hold it right here, but if you wish to deepen, you can take your right hand to your knee, gently weighing it down. Then extend your left fingertips out long, creating that space, that openness between your hip and your shoulder. Let your gaze follow the left hand. Now my camera malfunctioned here, so I'll hold this picture until we move into our final pose. Let's bring your arms back to cactus and lift up to center. Lower soles of feet to the mat. Lift your hips up to center. Extend your legs long, settling into our final pose, Shavasana. Arms rest at your side. Go ahead and shimmy your upper arms in to help lift up and open your heart center a little more. Your shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Allow all the muscles of your body to soften and relax. Feel them melting into the ground beneath you. Just let go of any and all effort. Just be here in this moment with your breath and with your body. Take these final moments to get exactly what you need to create space and openness in your body, mind, and spirit. This is where I'll leave you, my friend. Please stay here for as long as time permits. Shavasana is a time for the nutrients of our practice to truly integrate and settle in. sending love and light to you and all beings. Namaste.